Welcome to the Onebar and Lupagus Show, your daily source for everything Minnesota Vikings.
All right, welcome back to Onebar and Lupagus Show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. We're going to play a little blame game here. We're going to look at the season, and we're each going to give our own bar graph here as far as who is the most to blame. Comments, we want to know who you think is most to blame.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons why this team is 4-6 and not winning with all the talent that is on this roster. We're going to try to figure out why.
Let's do it. Before we do that, be sure to hit that sub button. Let's get to 16,000 subs, even though the Vikings aren't doing great.
That's an understatement.
You can still hang out with us and talk Vikings, baby. We're going to start off with Lupagus's, and he doesn't know mine, but no. I will say ours are fairly different, so that's good. That's
okay,
good.
All right, yeah. So excited. Yeah, so KOC 50%, and this goes for lots of reasons. He's the play caller. Play calling's been pretty bad at times. The lack of running the football, especially when it's working. That's one thing. If it's not working, don't run it. But even when it's working, he doesn't want to do it. Yeah, we saw more of a balanced attack yesterday against the Bears, and that was a step in the right direction. But he's got a lot more steps to take to get where he needs to be to keep this offense balanced. I don't like the way he's handled J.J. McCarthy so far. He's asking him to drop back 42 times in a game. That's absolutely ridiculous. He's also putting Carson Wentz out there with basically one good arm. Like, there's got to be a better option. So the way he's handled this game, the way he's handled this team, the way he's handled his young quarterback is a major failure. I think it's a huge reason why the Vikings are 4-6.
Big percentage.
It is. It is.
Next up, you got our GM at 25%.
Yeah, and, he's the one bringing in these players. He's the one making these draft picks. And when you have what? I don't know, 3 players left from your first 2 or 3 draft classes. That's not good. That's not good. Free agency class this year, he went like a bunch of old injury-prone guys, and those injuries are, had come to the forefront. He took a risk, and every risk he's taken has kind of failed this season so far. So he's the one in charge of the talent. And, like they say in draft day, your farm sucks. Right now our farm sucks.
Farm does suck. Next up, we got 20% at the players.
Yeah, and again, this is effort, just not showing up in that Chargers game. Where was the team? The penalties, the mental mistakes, got Tavierre Thomas running down the white stripe. That's not coaching. That's just idiocy on the fact of players. Also, yesterday, the drops, like these drops that we're seeing, like, come on, catch the ball. You're a professional athlete. It's what you're paid to do. Catch the damn ball. Fumbles, the false starts, the penalties. It's just been sloppy, and you got to put that on the players, and they need to be held accountable, so I got my 20%.
Last up, the old bitten by the injury bug.
We were bitten very hard by this. When you got, backups also getting injured and you have to go down to the third string when your farm sucks. This one kind of does tie in with the GM. It's the reason why you lose games. And we saw it early in the season. We had no O-line. We're starting these backups, putting Justin School at left tackle was an absolute travesty. It was horrible. He never should have been out there doing that. And it's huge. So, yeah, the injuries piled up early in the season. Yeah, we're a little healthier now. But there's a reason. And you never want to blame injuries because it's always next man up. But when your next man up aren't very good players, that's an issue.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. My list, like I said, is fairly different. I'm not gonna argue this at all. This is the way you see it. This is what is in your heart.
It is.
My heart is riddled differently. I'm gonna go to mine. Wow. 90%. 90%.
Quick bar chart.
Well, it is going to be a quick one. And like I said, it's very different. And, you can spin this however you want. Quace is the one he's the one who has the players. So, like, spoiler alert, I don't even have players on here just because this is the man who picked the players. He put this team together. Another reason and players is justified. They have not been playing good. But another reason I don't have them on there is, like, there's not, like, the players that are playing right now, like, there's no one behind them that should be playing over them. So if they're just not playing good, that's what you got. So you got to deal with it. And Quasey, we can talk about the drafts. We can talk about the free agency this year. We all know it. And it's monumental, these draft picks. And we got a lot of draft picks coming up. And honestly, Judd Zulgad was saying it today. Like, he said, it was his big surprise move, or I can't remember what the hell they called it.
Bold prediction.
Bold prediction was that he's going to get canned or something. So I don't know if it goes that far, but absolutely 90% of this, he's given the players, and it ain't working.
All right. Again, okay, head coach, 5%.
KOC, I'll probably get crap for this where this should be higher. I agree on the JJ McCarthy thing. But again, like Kwesi gave him these players. Kwesi definitely has some say. It's not like he's just in a different room as far as what's going on. And KOC is a very, very, very good coach. He's a very frustrated coach right now. And does he need to be better? Absolutely. The reason he's so low is because I just think Kwesi has effed this up so bad. Like I can't give him any more. Like I almost just did one and put 100% in Kwesi. I was going to be fun.
I'm doing a very fun bar chart.
That's why I got to throw KOC in here. He is the head coach. We are 4-6. There have been some very questionable moves, and the last one's kind of lame, but I'm sticking with it. And it's father time, man. Some of these old guys, it finally caught up to them. And you could put this back over to the GM section because he's got him here. But look at Hitman. I mean, he's fallen off an absolute cliff. It's painful to say. The guys they signed in for agency, Allen, Hargrave, yeah, they've had a few moments, but for what they're paying them, definitely caught up to them as well. Ryan Kelly with his injuries. Look at Brian O'Neill. Is he a liability? Absolutely not, but he's not having his best season by any means. In fact, he's graded out as one of his worst seasons. A lot of penalties. So they put a lot of chips in on some of these older guys, just saying, hey, maybe there's a little bit gas left in the tank, and they're not performing. They're just old.
All his calculated risks have gone haywire, have gone bad. Like 90% risks are paying them. Yeah, yes, but I mean, the draft's been horrible. We're seeing how good his free agency class was a year ago, and then the one this year we thought was gonna be really good. It wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. You also got to put. I mean, these players, like when they're the ones out there not trying, and you see some of the effort issues that we did see this year, which is kind of weird from coming from the Vikings. But I don't know. You can't put it all on Kwesi.
You can't, but again, he picked the players. And when you look at the depth, when you look at the injuries, next man up, you see teams we aren't the only team in the league having injuries, and Justin School was our next man up. I mean, these guys coming in, and our draft picks have sucked so bad. Yeah. We should have a plethora of beautiful depth, and we have zero. If you go, Viking Territory put an article a couple weeks ago of all the draft picks and where they're at. It's very depressing. It's insanely depressing.
And that you look at the backups. Like remember, San Francisco had an entirely secondary of all backups. Most of them were rookies, and they all played their asses off. The Lions had the same thing a couple weeks ago. Like these backups came in and they played well because you know what? They're young players who actually made the team and can contribute, and that's what we don't have. And it is scary.
Well, and we didn't even. I mean, we're just talking draft, and free agency. We didn't even get into the trades. I mean, the trades he's made with Hawkinson, the trades he made that went up and get Dallas Turner. Like that costs a lot of draft capital as well. And the Lewis Scene, I mean, you could go on for days and days. You know what? I'm going to make a grab. I'm just going to put 100%.
Wow.
That's our blame game. Let us know who you're blaming in the comments. We don't want to do these videos. Sad.
But we're 4-6. This is the kind of content we have to do. It helps us get over it. Helps us get through it. We try to figure out why we are as bad as we are. Guys, let us know. Who do you think is to blame for the 2025 season so far? Who knows? Maybe it'll end up being fantastic when going to run. I don't think so. But remember this too. In 2006, an Australian man attempted to sell New Zealand on eBay. The bidding reached $3,000 before eBay shut it down.